Kumaran used to dream of driving fancy cars as a kid. But his physical challenge ensured it remained just a dream. After high school, he had no means to pursue his education. His father felt even more frustrated watching his life slip away. He thought maybe it was due to some sin he had committed that Kumaran was suffering. Then one day, hope came calling to their village. Worth Trust, an organization devoted to rehabilitating the differently challenged, set up an awareness camp as part of their rural outreach program. The program officers explained to Kumaran's father about the activities of the trust. They encouraged him to admit Kumaran to the free 2-year vocational training program that has transformed lives of thousands of young people like him. With a spark of hope in his eyes, Kumaran stepped into a new life that was awaiting him. Working hard and diligently, Kumaran equipped himself to a challenging and rewarding career in the automobile parts manufacturing sector. He may still be unable to drive cars, but his skilled hands make key components that go into the best automobile brands. A limb less or an eye less doesn't make a person any less. It is our own mental handicap that prevents us from seeing these people as normal individuals entitled to a life of dignity like anybody else. It is to provide this dignity to them that Worth Trust came into being. In the early 60s, leprosy was the most dreaded disease and people affected were condemned to a living hell by the society. Seeing their plight, the Swedish Red Cross initiated a comprehensive program to treat the leprosy affected. Realizing that treatment alone can't help them regain their lives, the Swedish Red Cross set up a light engineering workshop at Katpadi in 1963 to help leprosy-affected people earn their livelihood and a respectable life. Since there was an acute need for formalized training for these people, a full-fledged training center was started to impart skills to cope with the modern technology. When the workshop became economically self-sustained, it was renamed as Worth Trust.
Reasons for the success. The very first one which I must mention is the good footing that Swedish Red Cross and the Secretary General placed very beginning itself. He was such a wise man, Olaf Stroh. He said that disabled people must be treated exactly like non-disabled people. They must be proud of their work and earn an income to support themselves and their families. So he went into light engineering workshop to make high precision components. And he always insisted that you should never live on charity and the factory must be self-supporting. Thanks to his dream and the active support of the board, Worth Trust blossomed to reach these goals.
Over the many decades, Worth Trust grew into what it is today, excelling in supply of quality products for major industries and making affordable aids and appliances for the differently abled. With leprosy being effectively controlled nationwide, the Trust's activities are now focused on rehabilitating those who suffer from hearing, orthopedic and intellectual challenges. Headquartered at Katpadi near Vellore, Worth operates 6 production centers, employing mostly differently challenged persons, 3 technical training centers catering to boys and girls who are orthopedic and hearing challenged, computer training for the differently challenged persons at Chennai, Katpadi and Pondicherry, transitional school for children with speech and hearing challenges, day activity center to cater to children with intellectual challenges, digitization of books for the print disabled and embossing of braille books. The production centers situated in Katpadi, Pondicherry and Tiruchirappalli are equipped with machinery to produce turned and machined components. There is a plastic injection molding unit that makes precision components from a variety of engineering plastics. These components in metal and plastic are supplied to major industries in the automobile, sanitary ware, electronics and household goods sectors. The Brailler unit assembles the world-famous Perkins Braillers, which are exported back to the US as well as sold worldwide. With an aim to provide a barrier-free world for the differently challenged, Worth Trust manufactures easily affordable mobility aids and assistive devices such as wheelchairs, tricycles, walkers, white canes, etc. Parallel to its industrial activities, Worth Trust runs 3 technical training centers where boys and girls with orthopedic and hearing challenges are provided free vocational training in turner, machinist, welder and electronics trades. This is a formal 2-year course instituted by the National Council for Vocational Training. Hostel facilities for the boys and girls are provided free of cost and they are placed in reputed organizations on completion. A school for children with hearing and speech impairment prepares them for integration into regular schools. In the hands of caring and talented teachers, these children learn and develop in a healthy environment. The children are provided free hostel facilities where they are given homely care. Besides this, there is an early intervention center to cater to infants below 3 years with hearing challenges and also a day activity center which trains children with intellectual challenges to enable them to lead an independent life with necessary academic and vocational skills. Worth Trust also goes to the aid of persons with disabilities in villages through a rural outreach program aimed at rescuing them from misery and neglect through guidance and counseling. Worth Trust is a unique model where the surplus earned by the differently challenged through the various industries goes back for their education, vocational training and other outreach rehabilitation services for the welfare of the differently abled persons. Nobody is born worthy or worthless. It's the value we add to our lives that make us who we are. Let's make our lives worthwhile by adding worth to the lives of the less privileged.